Hey everyone, it's Mari, and thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I have another documenting December process to share with you. This is the prompt list that I created, and it's just been sort of my go-to if I needed some inspiration for working on my project. And so I'm just going to do a really quick flip through here so you can see what my starting point was here for my layouts today. And you can just see that I am getting pretty close to being done here for working through. I have a few more spreads to do and I will be all finished up my book. So I'm just going to be starting out with the back side of this left side of my previous layout here today. And then the opposite side will be the two up and the one on the bottom. And you can just see that I'm just sort of sorting out what photographs I'm going to be using for this spread that I'm going to be starting out with today, which was my family opening their stockings on Christmas morning, I guess. And so that picture on the left, there's Bailey working her way through her stocking. I think Brady's in the background there. And then on the right, you can see that photograph of Jordan. So on the left side, I'm going to create a 6x8 layout that's going to back the 6x8 layout on the other side. And I just really love creating these 6x8 layouts. They're just basically like a mini layout of a 12x12 is how I think about it. And so I've created a mat using a 4x6 piece of pattern paper from Pebbles Mary Mary. And I'm just going to use that really cute little Santa paper there with the trees and the reindeer as the backing for this photograph of Bailey, which is a 4x3 photo. And you can see that I've cut out two circles using circle punches. The one circle is cut from the 2x2 Mary Mary sheet, and then just a piece of green cardstock backing that with a 2-inch punch. Just took the manufacturer's strip off of another piece of a Pebbles paper and used that as a grounding strip at the bottom of my photograph. And now I'm just going to think about what I want to embellish the rest of this little mini layout with. I'm just going to that sticker sheet from Mary Mary again, and I just really love the Santa. I think it's so cute, and I'm going to use that to embellish this layout. So the paper, that plaid paper that backs the entire 8x6 page, is a pattern paper from Pebbles Mary Mary as well. I'm just going to take a little sticker sheet from Crepe Paper Fa La La, or not a sheet, but a sticker, and embellish the bottom of that photograph. Now I've decided that I want to just trim off this white border on this photograph because I want to put down a pattern paper that matches the pattern paper on the opposing page. So I'm just going to take the bottom piece of that paper and cut that off. It's perfect 4x6, and I'm just going to stick that in behind my photograph there just to give it a mat that coordinates with the opposite side. I'm going to leave that right pocket on the top for my journaling, and then the photograph on the left of this page protector is going to have that photo of Jordan. So I'm just journaling about opening our stockings and how one of the things that we always get in our stockings is scratch and win tickets. And this 4x6 photograph is a photo of the kids scratching their scratch and win tickets after they've opened up their stockings. I'm going to take this Mambi sticker book and I'm just going to use a few of these overlay stickers on the page protectors. And now I'm going to start on the back side of that page protector. So I'm going to create a 4x6 pocket filler card for the opposite side of that right side of the last layout that you saw me create there. And I'm just going to take that back side of that pattern paper that I used on the other side. I'm going to just embellish it with a sticker, a couple of stickers, and then I'm just going to use these October Afternoon Alphas to spell out the word Barden. And that's kind of an inside joke that my kids will get, and it's actually pretty funny. So anyhow, now what I'm going to do is take an insert from a Simple Stories album that I had in my stash. And I'm going to use this as an insert for the spread that I'm working on here. So I'm just going to score it at 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to take one of these flip pockets that you can get from Simple Stories. I really love these for inserts because it actually is kind of like a lazy way of creating a pocket for a photograph, and you can add a photograph to an insert super easily. So you can see that I just added a 4x3 photograph here of Bailey, and I'm going to embellish the top just with a little bit of washi tape from the Fa La La collection. And I'm going to use the opposite side of that flip out as my journaling space. And then I'm just going to embellish the front of this fold over piece with some stickers from Mary Mary. And I just love these two little elves, a male and female elf. And I'm going to just be doing some journaling here about Bailey and Brady and one of the funny stories about them from Christmas. And I'm just going to use that washi tape to hold that down while I'm working on the front part of this little insert. So I'm just going to take some alphas from my stash and put the letter B on both of the elves and on their little hats. And then I'll just use a variety of other little stickers and embellishments to embellish up this little insert. So I just really love using inserts in my albums, in my mini albums, just because I feel like it's an interesting way to add your journaling and add some little extra bits and pieces as you go along. Sometimes I'll actually finish a layout and then go back after and add an insert. I've done that before too. So one of the things that you'll see me do when I finish my album is flip through it and kind of add things that, you know, maybe I missed, or I've decided that I didn't like something, I want to change it, etc. And so all of these pages are subject to change, I guess. So I'm just going to put those same alphas that I used on the elf's hats as a little title piece here, which is noodles. And I'm just journaling here about one of the dishes that we have for Christmas dinner, and how Brady likes to put ketchup on them, which is not right. Let's face it, like homemade noodles should not have ketchup on them, right? And so we always joke about this and how Brady's the only one in the family that does that, and we like to bug him about it. So I'm just going to stick that insert in, and now you can see how that completes that layout. And then on the back side of that, I'm going to put another one of those flip pockets. And this is for the next story, which is the pickle, the hide the pickle tradition. So Bailey was the one that found the pickle, and the photograph that's going to be on the opposing page, or I should say underneath that. So this is going to be on the back side of that flip up, is her opening the pickle prize, which was a glass microwave popcorn bowl. So you can just see that flip up there. And I did the journaling underneath that flip up as well. On the opposite side of that, it's going to be a 2 up and 2 down. There will be 3 photographs in 4x3, and then my journaling in one of those 4x3 pockets as well. And just journaling again about some of the food from Christmas. And you can see my noodle pasta dough there in the top left-hand corner. And then the journaling. And on the bottom, I'm just journaling about our trifle and how we really love to have trifle for one of our desserts for our Christmas dinner. And Jordan just really loves it. I think that's one of his favorite things. And so you can just see that completed insert and those pockets. And I am going to just add a couple more of these Mambi overlays, I think. And then I am going to flip over and start the next part of the layout. So I'm just going to add these. I love these Mambi stickers just for adding a little bit of extra detail to the page protectors. I'm going to grab a couple of other little sentiment stickers from some of the bits and pieces I have in my stash left over from other December dailies in the past. So I'm going to just create some 4x3 cards, again using my 6x6 pad, and some of the cut apart sheet, or some of the cut aparts from the one cut apart sheet in the Fa La La collection. Now I actually end up changing this layout on the left side a little bit later. I come back, I'll show you that at the end of the video. I just didn't like that there were four of these cards in all of the pockets. I just didn't think that was very interesting, and I do have some photographs that I can use in here, so I am going to change that up here shortly. I thought that the size of these cut aparts was just really odd. I don't know, they weren't 4x3, they were a little bit bigger. I'm sure that there was a method to the madness there from crepe paper, but I sized them down so that they were 4x3 and use them in that way. And like I said, I end up switching a couple of those out, but I will use them later. And I'm just creating a 4x6 card using my 6x6 pad to back this 4x6 photo on the bottom again. And I'm just going to do a little bit of embellishing here. And this double page layout here is very, very plain and basic so far. Nothing too exciting, but I am going to jazz it up here a little bit by adding an insert. So I'm just going to add a few little stickers and bits and pieces here to the different photos. I end up taking that acetate sticker off on the top there. In the picture of Brady, I didn't like that. I thought it was too bulky. I'm going to create another insert here. Now what I did was I just cut a piece of 8x6 pattern paper from the Fa La La collection. I scored it at, I believe it's 3 inches that I scored it at, so that there's just a little flap. Actually, I might have even scored this at 4 inches because I feel like that flap is only 2 inches wide. And that just leaves this little flap. I'm going to embellish the flap with just by circle punching a piece of that buffalo check paper from Crepe Paper's Fa La La. Going to embellish that with a little sticker and a little phrase sentiment sticker as well from Fa La La. And I'm going to use this as a place to journal about our gift opening at Christmas. And then I'm just going to spell out the word gifts using those wooden alphas from Felicity Jane. I love these alphas, so awesome. I like that white paint on there. So I'm just going to spell out gifts. These alphas are super sticky too, by the way. They do not need any extra adhesive. I'm not worried about them staying put. Now I've just created my journaling there in Microsoft Word. I'm going to stick that down. I think I got that in there crooked, but I did not use repositionable adhesive, so it is there to stay. I'm going to come back later and embellish the back side of that insert a little bit as well, and that insert will be complete. So you can see that it just allows you to add more pictures to your page protectors, to your pockets. Instead of having to use one of them for journaling, you can journal in the insert and then you can get more photographs into your pockets. So I just like that idea. My last page for this video is going to be just trimming up some photographs for a layout about Snapchat, and I'm not actually going to complete this page in this video. I will continue that in the next video. And right away here, I'm just going to show you how I changed up that last double page spread a little bit by just adding some embellishments and taking out 2 of those filler cards. So I'm just going to show you that right away here. See how I've changed? I've added journaling in one of those pockets and a couple of photographs so that I only have 1 filler card here. And then on the back side of this one, on the insert, you can see I added a couple of different stickers, and that is going to be it. So thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. I'll be back really soon with my last video for this December, documenting December project. And thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.